is a small faction of people who have been able to carve out a way for themselves to earn a living in the mountains. To do this entails constantly pushing the limits of their outdoor trade, where success is measured in peaks, descents, and hitting every storm. All while showering the rest of us in images and videos of these wins. This constant onslaught in our social media feeds of otherworldly feats can keep the rest of us mortals wondering if we can even consider ourselves outdoorsmen in the same sport, without also achieving some sort of win list. But with most of us spending the majority of our hours and days behind screens, our limited time and resources to recreate don't necessarily line up for these big objectives we see in all this media. And when we do actually try and go big, we can quickly be shot down by conditions without the same flexibility of a full-time professional. This issue really plagued a few trips during my last season. But for a weekend warrior, were these outings really failed excursions?
That's what the doctor ordered.
Or can you find just as much, if not more success and adventure when trips go sideways? Later in the season, I had planned a trip north to hit a more technical peak with a friend. It had easy access, was situated in an amazing setting, and had a technical pitch to reach the true summit. So we'd get to play with all the toys, which for the weekend warrior gear junkie is essentially the holy grail. My friend, who took my filming very seriously, picked me up, and we were greeted by an extremely dry winter that had just offered up new snow a day earlier. And as we reviewed the Abbey report,
Maggie's Slack is right here, I believe.
our objective looked like it had the green light. And we set our alarms for an early pre-dawn strike.
How are you feeling?
Good.
I woke you up early.
Sun rising. Good timing, bro.
Arriving as one of the first cars in the parking lot, we relished in our weekend warrior victory of having everything start off according to plan, and we promptly skinned off. Well, except that in reality, so we are in the parking lot and just realized that someone forgot their boots. So now we are going to attempt to drive back to Truckee, about an hour and a half away, and then drive back here and see where that puts us. All right, finally back at the trailhead. 3 hours later. we are right below where we are going to be transitioning to crampons. It's a lot later in the day than we thought. Luckily, it's a bit of a hazy day, so the snow never really warmed up, and no matter how late we come down, we'll be able to get some skiing in. Unfortunately, though, it looks like with how late we started, we're not going to be able to really get the summit in. We already made the call that we are not going to be coming back in the dark. So our main issue right now is the sun's going to go down soon. So essentially we're just going to keep pushing on and see how far we make it. But that's all we can really do right now. As it sank in and we accepted that we wouldn't get to the true summit, we began slowing down and taking in the beauty that was all around, and the things we hadn't been noticing when we were trying to make up for lost time. Once our minds stopped focusing on an objective, our labor became leisure once more, and we remembered our true reason for being out here. Not for accomplishment, but for experience.
It's not supposed to be like that, I take it.
Are you having fun?
That was a little gnarly.
There's the peak, the real one. Late starts break hearts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But think of all the friendship we've made.
So a little context on my buddy's bad mood there. I might have been a bit of a jerk and downplayed the last part of this hike. So hearing that I was disappointed with how far we made it didn't really sit well after he put so much effort in trying to make me happy.
Look how much fun he's having. He loves his friend.
I hate you.
He wants to go on all the adventures with his friend all the time.
That looks like a women route.
Despite not making the summit, we made our way back down the mountaintop for the main prize of the day, an amazing pristine run back to the car in great conditions.
Well, I mean, sometimes people are like, man, that day was really going poorly, and then I died.
After our epic the day before, we decided to keep it low-key, do a late wake-up, and just get some laps in on a local hill. However, the day didn't come without its own hardships. You see, Dean is a special type of weekend warrior. He's a construction superintendent. His job site was active that weekend, and sometimes that means running a Zoom meeting on the skin track.
As to how we should proceed? Oh, yeah. Okay. What do you think the turnaround on that would be?
But that's just the reality of trying to get out with a full-time job. It's never going to be perfect, but it's important to just go anyway. Because despite whatever bad conditions or bad outcomes you might come across, you always have good experiences and memories along the way. And of course, there will be some good skiing mixed in there as well.
I thought this was gonna be so much bigger.
Always is. It's also funny when you like look at the slope and you're like, dude, this is so steep. And then if you took pictures or anything, you're like, why does it look flat?
Dude, honestly, that's like why I don't take pictures almost.
That's actually a really good strategy.
It was sick, trust me.
I just can't believe how good and fun it was today.
Thank you for joining me on this short film about navigating the outdoors as a weekend warrior. Additionally, these films take a lot of effort to make and add an amazing amount of logistical challenges to already challenging activities.
Then we can ride together then.
Yeah, come on down. So while I make these for fun, liking, commenting, and sharing really gives me a boost with the algorithm that does not smile upon smaller and less clickbaity channels. Regardless, I hope to see you all next time, and until then, keep adventuring.